Hey,
Hi.
yeah, is this working? Because like I've been calling like the connection just never seems to go through.
I don't know. Things are still a little fuzzy, but I can hear and see you right now. So,
Okay, well that's good. And I know, I mean, maybe it's just like calling up all this like spirit of darkness out there. I better stay hidden.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it's the shroud of darkness we find ourselves in.
yeah. And I mean, it seems like the students got hit pretty hard, didn't you? You kind of got a vibe that like they were a little like overwhelmed by darkness. Does that happen?
Definitely. I think that the opening of the course and all the kinds of issues we addressed sort of it was dark. And I think that the effect was a little bit of an overwhelming, disempowered effect. Kind of, okay, there's this kind of machine learning reality out there. There's the attention economy that's grabbing at us at all times. And there's filter bubbles and there's echo chambers. And, are we really directing our attention ourselves? Or, it seems like there's a kind of mass scape of manipulation out there. And that definitely has been overwhelming.
But they need to be awakened. So I think
Yeah, yeah.
like
Well,
I'm not apologizing for that. And
no.
we were even kind of restrained, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
And I hope
That's
they
true.
Chris Gilliard, who we had in our first studio visit, just tweet. He's got a new column out in Fast Company, and
Hmm.
kind
Great.
of a little bit of a riff on this experiment that this teacher did with having her students try to learn about strangers, what they could find out by overhearing their conversations in public. And so there was a
Oh,
lot of like,
yeah.
there's like a lot of,
I
I
read
don't
that
know,
one.
grandstanding, but I think the way he really peeled it apart really got to the core issues.
Yeah, I mean, you just are talking on the phone about your reservation on, an airline, and you happen to be in a public place, and people can find out who you are in a minute's time based on the very like bits of trace you leave, even in a kind of public space. It doesn't even, and then translate that into digital spaces, and it's even more profound, right?
Not me. I got nothing to hide.
Well, that's the common response. It doesn't matter because I have nothing to hide, which isn't really a valid response. That's something I think we've sort of uncovered as we've moved on. No doubt that this moment of data surveillance is not just a matter of whether or not you have something to hide. It's about like freedom. It's about being able to engage in democratic processes, etc. There's no doubt that times are dark, and the course started with a bit of overwhelming information.
Well, I don't think there's any dialing back. I think it's the dialing from the opposite end of what people can know and learn to deal with it. And speaking of which,
Mm-hmm.
uh, have you gotten any like tweets or DMs from the who's the our hackers
Yeah,
from 2017?
yeah. I'm actually kind of shocked that they're resurfacing. I don't know. The last time we encountered them, they had some health problems over there in Argony, but this time I think it feels a little different, right?
Yeah, they seem to be have been recast somewhat.
Yeah.
Definitely more friendly from the outset, at least from first impression. But I
Mm-hmm.
think they want to offer. If I was to interpret it, even in my dark frame of mind,
Mm-hmm.
that it seems like they want to offer there, and maybe they have colleagues too, some expertise to our students. I would hope.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like these alchemists they're kind of gathering, and they're forming some sort of positive notion of community. It seems like they have some things that they want to let us know about. I wonder where they meet, and I wonder, what they're up to. But there's no doubt that I'm getting a positive vibe from them this time, and it seems like they might want us to know about what they're exploring and transform the magic that they're brewing up. I think they want to share it. Do you get that
Right.
feeling?
Yeah, but I mean, is that just my hope? But and also that like they're, I mean, they're talking about more or less being in our world. It sounds like
Yeah.
they're gonna visit someplace instead of us going to them. It sounds like
Yeah.
they want
Yeah.
to. So I hope our students are, are going to be receptive to discovering like a, sort of a society of digital alchemists that they can tap into.
Yeah. Well, alchemists are kind of shapeshifters. So the way in which they discover who's there in that community and what kind of entities they are, that'll be interesting. But I'm sure that our students will be receptive, especially if there's optimism embedded in their message and their vision, right? We could all use it.
We'll have to see what happens. So, maybe there'll be, some more information coming.
I'm sure there is. They always seem to get to us.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why, we kind of dropped the video conversations for a while there.
It was like a kind of concerning, we were concerned about, being read and surveilled. So, what can we do? But it doesn't matter because they found us again, right?
All right. Sounds good. Well, I'm going to put the tape back on my camera here.
Yeah, me too.
See you in class.
See you soon.